Hi folks, and welcome to Schick Happens. Recently a few subscribers had asked about my lumber supply in the wood shop. So I thought I'd put together a quick video on some of the wood I have in the wood shop. So behind me here I have some live edge slabs. There's some catalpa on the bottom, some walnut, and over there is honey locust. And they're anywhere from 6 feet to 4 feet in length and as wide as 2.5 feet. A good friend of mine runs a sawmill, so occasionally I'll go out, give him a hand on some jobs, and in return he gets a lot of my wood cut up for me that I cut down around the property. These will come in good use down the road for some real nice live edge projects like coffee tables or bar tops or whatever. Behind me here, up on these racks, is elm and walnut. And if you notice, these are all stickered. I'm not going to take these to get kiln dried. They're just going to air dry. But I got them all spaced out, and in a couple of years, it should be good to go. I think the target or the rule of thumb is when you're air drying, it's about 1 year per inch thickness of the wood. Another thing I like to do as I mill these and get them stacked is to put a tag on these to indicate where the tree came from, when I cut it down, was it dead when I cut it down, was it alive, when we milled it, and when I got it stacked. If you'll notice here, this is what I'm referring to. So I cut this walnut across the street in 2018 and milled it April of 2019. In 2-3 years, leaving this air dry, this wood here and everything else is probably going to turn gray. And this will help me identify everything I have when I get to the finishing of the wood. I also keep barrels of stickers on hand. Seems like I'm always running out, and out here I'm getting a little low. But these here, they're just strips of plywood, or sometimes I use 3/4 inch pine. And this is just a stack in between the wood to get a gap to let it dry. This stack on the ground here, all the way back, is honey locust. There's quite a few of them here in Northwest Ohio. They have the long thorns on them, and they have seed pods. Oh, probably about that long. It's a real hard wood, but it's a beautiful wood. It's tough on the tools, but the finished product of this is absolutely amazing. As a matter of fact, I made the trestle table for our dining room out of honey locust. Let me show that to you. Here's the trestle table I made for the dining room. As you can see, this is its natural color when it's finished. I mean, it's almost the same color as our orange cat. But this is a really beautiful, durable hardwood to work with. I love it. As a matter of fact, I enjoyed making that trestle table so much, I made another one for the barn out of catalpa. Behind me, this is all old barn wood. Whenever I'm out and about on the road and I see a barn down, I always stop and ask them, hey, can I grab some wood? Some of them look at me like I'm an idiot. Others tell me to get the hell off their property. But every once in a while they'll say, sure, take all you can get. So that's what this stash is. And this stuff makes some wonderful crafts. Behind me here is one of my scrap piles. I don't like throwing wood away. You know how many bird houses I can make out of this? It's a lot of bird houses. And really, how hard can they be to make? Here's a nice stack of catalpa. This is dried and ready to go. This here is a nice stack of catalpa slabs, live edge. These are ready to go. Cherry, ash, mulberry, sassafras and red cedar, more walnut, more cedar. Back here's some more honey locust down on the bottom, and then some walnut chunks on top. And down here, I'm standing on some more cedar. There's some more cedar over here. Here's 2 live edge slabs of Osage orange, and underneath a couple live edge slabs of oak. This big stack here came from a library. It's all hard maple. It was shelving that they were giving away for free. That's a nice stack of wood. And then more ash. And here's some more honey locust. This section here behind me, it's not my wood shop. It's just a general work area that I do day-to-day stuff. I have a big chop saw back there, a sliding chop saw that I can cut down longer pieces, but this is just where I do general work. And now we're in my wood shop. This is where my little getaway is. Many times of the year, especially the winter. I got my drum sander, the router table, miscellaneous shelves, my jet table saw, little band saw, nice countertop for working. Over here I got my planer, scroll saw, miter station. And you gotta have clamps. More wood, scraps that I'm not going to get rid of. Back over on this side of the shop, I have my joiner, a variety of sanders, the drill press. This here is my woodworking bench that I made about 3 years ago with a couple vices on it. And over here in this corner, the continuation of my miter station and all my crafts for various projects that I do throughout the year. So this is my workshop. I do run a dehumidifier in here 24/7, year-round, just to make sure I keep everything in control with the humidity and prevent any rust. I still need to get a nice bandsaw, a big bandsaw, and I want to run a vacuum system in here, dust collection system. But that's coming down the pike soon. Thanks for joining me here at Shit Happens. Per a few subscribers and some requests, I wanted to show them my wood stash or hoard, whatever you want to call it, in the wood shop. I'd like to do this every once in a while, just like last week with the trail cam pictures. So if there's something you'd like to see outside of my commentary or the humor skits, let me know, and I'll see if I can make that happen. And if you like this video, please share it with others, and if you haven't already, please subscribe.